Hi, I'm Roger from Holistiplan, and we're excited. We've got 3 new reports out today for our premium subscribers. This is something we hinted at in a previous email pretty recently, and we're going to do, I think, a deep dive on each of these 3 later in the next week or two. But I did want to just give a quick tour of the 3. So first of all, new is what we call the tax explainer. This is, you can find it if you upload a 2021 return and you click through to it, and you'll see this new tax explainer option. I wouldn't do this for every one of my clients, but for the clients who are just looking for more information on how their taxes got calculated, specifically if there's capital gains and ordinary income mixed together, or some deductions that are happening, this is a way to break out just the steps of how a tax bill is calculated for a client. So that's their tax explainer. Take a look. The next one is qualified charitable distribution one-page report, and that will show up as an option if within scenario analysis you enter any information in the new QCD, qualified charitable distribution fields under IRA distributions, I believe. And several sections to that report. First is just a section on just the mechanics of here's how a QCD works and what it is. If the client is turning 70 and a half that year, it'll say like, this is the date on which you're turning 70 and a half. Don't try to do a QCD before that. But then at the bottom of the screen is the actual math that'll show here's the benefit of doing a qualified charitable distribution versus doing a taxable distribution and then trying to deduct that as charity on Schedule A. Like oftentimes there is a noticeable difference between those two approaches, and it may not be immediately evident to your client why that would be. You know, one reduces AGI and the other one doesn't, in essence. So that's the QCD report. Donor advised fund report. So if you enter any data in the fields that are the charity to a 50% organization, those fields in Schedule A of the scenario analysis screen, that'll make this donor advised fund report available. And that one's going to require some, again, a longer tour of what's going on there, because there are really 3 specific strategies that you're trying to address potentially with a donor advised fund. And so you would want the behavior of the screen, the report, to change based on each of those 3 strategies. So we'll go into detail on that another time, but the layout of the report is very similar. Where at the top we've got, this is the broad benefit and the mechanics of how a donor advised fund works. You get the immediate deduction today, and then you can dole out the money to charity at some later date. That's all in there. And then at the bottom is the actual calculations around, depending which of these strategies you're trying to pursue, what is the actual estimated tax benefit of each. You may be asking, well, where's the Roth report? Because we have been kind of hinting at a Roth report as well. I want to give that one a little more time. The thing with Roth is there's so many layers to how you can justify a Roth. And some of them get into some pretty detailed calculations, like almost entire projections, right? And so we want to give that a little more time. And in fact, there's other reports I think that we could also roll out as well. I mean, what's the benefit of doing a SEP IRA? What's the immediate tax benefit if you were to convince a client that a SEP IRA is something they could consider if they're self-employed? And then some. There's other things. The whole idea is we're trying to help with that last mile of this chain of extracting the data, which is something that Holistiplan's always done very well, of doing the analysis to develop this strategy or this approach in financial planning, but then that last piece of explaining to the client, here's why we're doing this, here's how we're doing this, here's the benefit to you. We've kind of left that to the advisor to do on their own. Either write up your own email or create 2 side-by-side scenarios to show the tax benefit of doing one way or the other. And we're really trying to give advisors, again, that last mile, that way of just really cleanly explaining not the entire tax picture for them, but like one little piece of whatever they're doing, the strategy, or here's how the taxes are calculated, these smaller, more targeted conversations coming out of a broader tax planning capability. So that's really what we're working on. I'm really excited about where that'll go. Okay, if you're a premium subscriber, everything I talked about is there today. So have at it. Let us know what you think about it, what you like, what you don't, what we need to fix. If you're not a premium subscriber, super easy to become one. Just navigate to the firm admin screen, and if you're a firm admin for your firm, and you'll see a button there to go to a page where you can upgrade. You can go to start a premium subscription. There's other stuff too if you're a premium subscriber. The tax letter functionality that a lot of people use in the first quarter of the year is there. If you want to create scenarios without first uploading a tax return, that's there. There's a library of CFP CE credits that you can have access to. Everyone in your firm can have access to. So yeah, again, if you're not a premium subscriber yet, maybe give it a look. Maybe this will make it more compelling to consider doing that. And if you are a premium subscriber, yeah, check it out. We'd love to hear what you think. I'm really excited about this work because I think, like I said, it really is going to allow us to really give advisors this end-to-end experience, data extraction, analysis, all the way through to communicating the ideas back out to clients. So looking forward to hearing what you had to think. Have fun. Best of luck in the second half of the year.